What's up, you guys? Thank you for tuning in for another week of the And Now We Know show. I am your host, Jonnie Kae, and I'm so happy you guys are here for another week. If this is your first time seeing me, go back and watch all my previous episodes. I have so many guests, so many dope people for you guys to get to know, get to listen to, get to vibe to. I have nothing but dope people that come on here, so trust me, you want to go through my catalog. Today, of course, I have another special guest. I always have special guests. And this special guest, he's different because he's a CEO, he's an executive, he's an A&R, he's a consultant, he does everything. He's like basically your go-to for anything. And I definitely wanted to introduce him to you guys today because he has a lot going on, and possibly some of you guys watching right now might be wanting to get involved with what he's doing. So let's just go ahead and bring him out and get to know him today so you guys can see what I'm talking about. His name is Kevin Shine. Let's go ahead and bring him out. Okay, what's up, you guys? We are sitting here with Kevin Shine, and the first thing I want to talk to you about is, where are you from? Can you tell us?
Originally from Chicago.
Chicago?
Now I stay in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay. How did you fall in love with music? Because out of all the industries that you could have got into, you chose music, so...
Well, it chose me.
Interesting.
It did.
Tell us,
it really
how
did
did music find you?
Growing up, my auntie, my Dolores Gordon, and my Uncle Bob, who just recently passed, they had a record store. And before that, they used to go to work for this guy named Lorenzo, and my uncle played in his band, and so they worked his record store. So then, through working in the record stores, of course, that you're just around music all the time, you're being raised around it. So you kind of develop an instinct for it. Then you start getting into choir, and then you're at the church and you're singing with the choir, because you know you're not in the choir because you just want to be in the choir. That's where the pretty girls are. So you're going to be in the choir, be around the pretty girls, and you're singing and all like that. So, but then there was this one time when the teacher was like, I'm picking the best 16 singers, and I'm gonna pay them $200, and you know it's gonna be this thing. And it was just something about that that made me say, I want to be competitive. I don't want to lose. I want to be one of the best ones in the class. And so I actually stopped hanging with the cool kids and went and hung with this guy who sang opera, who could read music, because we had to learn to read the music. And I hung with him the whole time, and my ear I just grabbed everything he was doing, and I didn't know what he was, doing according to the notes on the paper, but I knew exactly how to interpret it quickly. And so I was able to use that to get me into that 16, won that money.
Wow.
And then the teacher said, she said, you have an incredible ear for music. And that's been really what has carried me throughout this whole thing.
I want to also talk to you about the fact that you used to teach at Columbia College in Chicago, and you also spoke at like NYU as well to some of the students there. But in particular, Columbia College, there was like 70% of the students you were teaching became interns at a music company.
What happened was that before I got there, a gentleman named June McDowell and his partner, they were basically starting this organization to get internships, and it was called CUMA, Columbia Urban Music Association. So it was, they were trying to get internships. They were just trying to get in the door, get their foot in. And so when I came, it was like 7, 8 students, and they were doing this conference, and it just seemed like they were focusing more on the aspects of the conference that weren't about getting into the position. It seemed like they were throwing parties and all this, because they go to conferences, they think about all the networking stuff, not the actual core panels or information. So first thing we had to do is give them a budget. We were able to get their budget approved, and I got, even though their budget was $4,000, I got them $6,000. And then I helped them get that money raised. Then I proceeded to help them find people, vice presidents at labels and stuff like that I could fly in. And then I do this thing called turkey and dressing. So the turkey is the people who you want to get at. And the dressing is the people who you already know you can get access to. So we knew we can get access to some of the top people in Chicago, but we wanted to make them feel like they were part of something. So we get these turkeys from there, like A&Rs and VPs and different things from the other places, and we mix them in, so it creates a nice little thing. So when you seen that panel, you were like, oh my God, this panel is incredible. And,
wow.
and then so from there, the following year, I was helping the organization, and one of the chairpersons of the department, Phyllis Johnson, walked up to me and said, I heard that you're getting 30 students to attend a class that ain't a class here. I'm like, yes. She said, and people are coming every night, like, packing out these rooms. And she just said, I'm gonna come sit in. And she sat in, and the next thing you know, she was like, I have a proposition. We're gonna give you a class called Developing Record Deal Strategies, but we also want you to be the chairperson of the Kuma organization and help run it.
Wow.
So what I went and did for free turned into a job and a class and an opportunity. So then from there, I was helping the students kind of build the relationships with the labels and getting them to come do events at our school, bring their artists to our school. But we were also getting our students in internships. So the vice president of the organization, right after we did that conference, he got a chance to go spend 5 months in New York and work under the senior VP at A&R, an internship.
That's insane.
So the following year, our student rate went from 7 to almost 200 students.
That's incredible. Wow. I think it's because you have like a natural knack for speaking to people. Like you kind of and you're a good teacher. Like everything you say is like always informational. I feel like I'm always learning something when I talk to you. And you're just such and you're so like natural at it, like a natural teacher. So like that's like interesting. It doesn't surprise me that somebody would offer you a class. Do you think like people you're just there's something special about you, or like you just happen to just find these people? How do these people how do you?
It all goes back to I graduated from college in theater as a director, top of my class, over 14 white students, and I took that gift and I parlayed that gift into getting me jobs to work at A&M Records. I worked on a guy named Carl Washington. One of my first gigs and my first job was Janet Jackson's Resignation. And then Sounds of Blackness came my other record, which also led to me doing Kimberell. And I've also A&R'd on R. Kelly's Grammy Award-winning album, Untitled.
Wow.
Grammy, so he got a Grammy nomination on that one. And then I got a Grammy nomination with the Howler record with Luda. And then, and signed Jacob Lattimore
That's incredible.
To his first deal, and just helping people just navigate this thing.
I'm pretty sure all you guys listening, you guys need his help as well. Stay tuned towards the end so you can get his information. I'm pretty sure you have so many things you want to ask him, and he'll definitely answer your questions when he has time. What made you want to start Writing Sessions America?
Well, that was it. It was sitting across that table and looking across at everybody. I'm doing talent shows or showcases or looking at people for A&R or casting. I'm looking in their eyes and I'm like, they don't know what the hell is really going on. So our very first Writing Sessions event ever, Kanye came and played Alicia Keys' You Don't Know My Name, and that was the first time. And when he played that, everybody ran back to their cars and recued whatever they was gonna play and came back with their heat and played all their heat. And then from that point on, the name was just Writing Sessions at that point. It wasn't Writing Sessions America. It became Writing Sessions America later when I moved to Atlanta, because I had an opportunity to potentially get to, turn it into a TV show.
And you guys, he has worked with so many people. He's already named just a handful, just half the people that he knows, and he has He's made so many great relationships in his business already, so he knows what he's talking about. And yeah, this is very valuable information, and we appreciate you being on the show. Definitely.
I think she's incredible. I've met her and I wanted to do the show because I really I'm always about helping my people and also helping people who need the information. I don't mind, you know, people challenging me or sharing me. Actually, even going back to that story, when the teacher walked in the room, that's what she was like, man, you're like, people are asking me, she's like, I seen lawyers in there, entertainment lawyers in there, and they're all like asking you questions. I'm like, what is going on in this room?
Yeah, and you meet so many great people, and like your organization is just dope. Like everyone's music that I heard was just incredible. It's some next level stuff. It's nothing that you guys hear right now. It's next level.
I appreciate you because you come in, and even with you, like, and just something I want your audience to know, we've been talking about her becoming a member. I always tease her about it, but I've also given her the time to just really find her place in the organization, because I think it's important that people want to be in the organization for the right reason. I had to learn that as an entrepreneur. That goes back to the whole numbers thing. I was just pouring numbers into the organization, but I was learning that it wasn't really allowing me to get the members that really cared about what we were trying to do in the organization. They were just seeking out their own reality. Oh, Kevin, I heard you were A&R, can you help me? So it's like you join the organization, but you really want me to give you individual attention. Well, that's consulting work. That's separated. They just don't know. The word is called ignorance, and we got a lot of it.
Right. Especially now, it's so easy to put your music out there, and there's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing. They just want to put it out. They don't understand how the money is generated, or like how the
copyrights,
done.
PROs, or
how do you,
contracts, or agreements,
how do you register yourself?
Nothing.
So yeah, this is why it's important for you guys to join his organization, because he will definitely help you guys out with those types of questions. And there is a fee, but it's definitely worth it every year to just have somebody in your corner like Kevin is, and he's definitely that guy. Now I kind of want to get a little personal with you and ask you about like your love life. And we want to know here, is it hard to balance a love life and be a CEO and travel around the world doing all the things that you do? Is it hard to...
I made a decision that I can't put a person in a position that I wouldn't want to be put in, which is if they're not really going to understand or accept the kind of person that they're going to be with. Meaning, like, I have a company. My company has had great years, and I've done a lot on my own to sustain this company and keep this company afloat and make sure it's going to be successful. And I finally got to a point where now I wake up every morning, and the only thing I got to do is walk to my living room and get on my Zooms and have my Zoom meetings and all like that. And I don't have a lot of issues. I don't have a lot of concerns and a lot of problems. But do you want somebody to be there? Yes, you do. Yeah, you want to be with someone. Everybody wants to be with someone. But you also have to remember that part of what you signed up for is sacrifice. So I signed up for sacrifice. Why would I allow somebody to come in my life that's not going to sign up for the same thing?
Right.
You got to sign up.
How was that in the beginning? Like, how do you start dating a person and then you have all these things going on? Like, wouldn't they feel... Do you run into a lot of women that are like intimidated? Like they don't know how...
I wouldn't use the word intimidated. I would just use the word that they're just not clear on what that really means when you say, I'm doing this and I'm busy, because everybody classifies everything as the bigger your name seems, the bigger you must be. But that doesn't mean that just because... They don't
understand exactly what you're doing, then right. There's like a disconnect.
Some people, yeah, there's a disconnect. That's my point. I don't, if I'm coming to you and we're going to be in what I would call a relationship, then that would have to be an interdependent. My mom is too independent for me to be with a woman who ain't got all her own stuff. You gotta have your own company. You gotta have your own thing going on. You gotta have something moving that you're doing that keeps you motivated every day to go up, get up and make money and do things like that. And then I feel we should come together, you know, and we should work together. And I think it keeps the both persons stable. If you're not depending on someone, you know what I'm saying? And then she can kind of understand, because the crazy thing about our business, you can't date nobody outside of it because they don't understand. You can't date nobody inside of it because you're afraid that somebody's going to have the wrong perception of you, or they or it's not going to clash, or it's going to clash and all that. Right, right. So it's kind of like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So the whole thing that I came up with is at least have your own stuff and be doing your own thing. So that way I know you have balance in your life, I have balance in my life. And when we do things, we can do them together.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it, ladies. You heard Kevin, and he, you know, that's his disclaimer for you guys that want to sneak into his DMs after this. Can you shout out your social media for us?
KevinMusic.thefirm@gmail. That's KevinMusic.THEFIRM. That's on Instagram. And then Writing Sessions America on Instagram. And then I'm on Facebook, which is Kevin Shine WSA. And then I'm also on LinkedIn with Kevin Shine, where you can also reach me. And then the website is writingsessions.net. And there it is.
writingsessions.net, you guys. And I appreciate you so much for coming on the show, Kevin. You have taught us so much today, and like you always, every time I talk to you, I learn so much. Like every single time.
I appreciate you.
And all of you guys, how did they, if they want to sign up, what do they have to do?
Okay, well, you go into to our ticket lead, or better yet, let's just do it this way, because I like to do it this way, because I want to meet the people who want to sign up.
Okay.
So go into my Instagram and leave it in the inbox that you are interested in joining the organization. I will tell you honestly, the membership is $255 for 1 year. We also do a big conference at the end of the year where we bring the industry to us. All these major music supervisors, A&Rs, different people who can help you, guide you in your industry and what you're doing. Yeah, we invite them out and they come in and they give you a chance to really get with them, connect with them. Some of them are offering opportunities, some of them just offering knowledge about how to do things. But ultimately, we tell people, we don't want people who promise us. We want people who care about us. Because this is not about a who you know business, this is still who cares business. Right. So I want people who care about me. I don't just want people who I know and promise me a bunch of stuff. I want the truth. So yeah, please reach out to me, inbox me, and let's talk and let's make some things happen.
You guys heard him. You guys, everything he just said is in the description box below. Check him out. Everything's down there. Click, 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 click. And that is Kevin Shine. And now we know Kevin Shine. I told you guys, it was a lot. It was a lot that he covered for us today. He knows so much about the music industry, what steps you need to take when you're putting out your music, how you should be putting out your music, paperwork, copyrights, all of that stuff. These are the things that you want to know about. Then you need to get in contact with him and join WSA.
And like she said, this is an appetizer. This is not the full entree. So you gotta come
exactly.
And please support Jonnie Kae, because she's incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, of course. Support me too. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. And definitely, yeah, see you guys next week. Come back later.